All right. Let's get this thing started the way we need to get it started. All right, what's going on? We're right on time, guys. Look at that. Look at that. We are right on time today, ladies and gentlemen. Let me let everybody get up in the room. While y'all getting in the room, let me start copying and sharing this on my social media platforms right now, ladies and gentlemen. Glad to have y'all in here. All right, bam, bam. Sharing this stuff on the social media right now. Let me get it on Twitter and Facebook. As you guys see, I'm back at the crib. I am back home now from Hawaii. I was in Hawaii for a couple of weeks. Really enjoyed myself. Really got a lot of writing done. Well, my face is ashy than a motherfucker. I'm rushing. I didn't put on no moisturizer on to play his face. God damn. Well, I'm gonna have to be a little ashy in here. I just saw my reflection. You know, I've been in that Hawaiian sun, getting nice and golden and chocolatey and almondy. You understand me? All right, let me let social media know that I'm live right now on my Twitter. Hold on. All right. So I need everybody to share the live link. Share it on your social media right now because, you know, they play little games, doing little shadow bans here and there. But I need everybody to share all this good stuff on your social media. All right. So, yeah, I'm good to go. I just posted everything on my Facebook and my Twitter. So that's going to bring more folks here. But anyway, also, I need y'all to hit the thumbs up button, hit the like button. All right. Turn the volume up. All right, let me turn the volume up. I'll do that. I can do that. How about that? How's that volume right there? I turn that mug all the way up. All right. How's that? That better? Let me know if the volume is better. I turn it up. I ain't got no problem. Repping that volume. What's up, Black Cherry? So I'm looking good. Thank you very much. I hope you are a woman. You know, because you never know. You could be a strong, buff gentleman from Atlanta saying some shit like that. So I hope that you are a woman giving me that compliment. I really do. So the volume is fine. We're good. I don't want it too loud. Sometimes it gets a little bit too loud and then it gets a little pitchy. All right, but nonetheless, I still sound low. Now I think I'm good. I'm good. Hold on, let me take a listen myself. Stuff? Hold on. On your social media. Yeah, I'm good. I just heard myself, so I'm actually good. Let me throw some lotion on, man. The ass around my mouth ain't looking right. I don't like this shit. But hit the like button, man. A lot of stuff we're going to touch on today's broadcast. Like I said, man, I was in Hawaii. Some of y'all need to go on out there and visit if you can. You know, they make you take the COVID test. You can't get out there without doing a COVID test. And, you know, if you are positive, I think you can't go or they make you quarantine. I don't know, but I was negative, so I got to go out. And then I was out there for a week writing, and then the family came on out. My children, they really enjoyed it. Yeah. They really, really enjoyed it. I know I lay off Atlanta. I know I've been giving Atlanta a hard time lately. We still got some riders down there, but, you know, it's a lot of funny style stuff happening down there, you know, in the political game, you know. But I digress. All right, everybody hit that thumbs up button, hit that like button, because we got a lot to cover on tonight's broadcast. By the way, the movie Buck Breaking will be coming soon, ladies and gentlemen. The Buck Breaking movie, we're in the finishing stretch of it. We're getting it together. Right now, we're just trying to figure out the platform to present it in. Are there any places around the country where people can go to movie theaters? Are there any places, if you guys know, if you can help me out, are there any places that you know, because I don't know, city to city, state to state, it's different rules, different guidelines, but Are there any cities where they are allowing people to go to movie theaters? Yeah, I need to know that. And I'm talking about where we can pack quite a few people in. Safely, though. Safely. Safely. Because we can't roll it out like we did the other films because a lot of the movie theaters are closed. Let me turn my thing down. Shout out to everybody hitting the Cash App. I always forget to talk about Cash App. If you guys wish to, the Cash App is $KingFlex818. Everything is much appreciated. In Atlanta, 99. AMC is open. Is there social distancing as far as the seating? What's the deal? So we're trying to figure out how we're going to roll it out. That's our biggest thing now, because this is going to be a hot one. This is definitely going to be a hot one. And we want to premiere it. We want to get a nice, cool premiere. See, in Chicago, they let you rent the whole theater. Now, that's a vibe. That's a vibe. Some people are saying drive-in theaters. Y'all email me some ideas on what cities, and because we need a lot of people. We need a pretty fairly sized big venue. I was thinking about a drive-in place, but there are not too many big drive-in places out here. So if we can find a city where we can at least do a big drive-in premiere or a huge theater where we can get quite a few people in safely. We do want to be sure that everybody's safe out here. Tinseltown in Fayetteville, Georgia. We do it in Las Vegas too. Like, what's the capacity on these theaters? Well, Chicago's too dangerous. So, some of the seats are blocked out. Okay. Riverside has 2 drive-ins, but Riverside is so in the cut, though. So y'all let me know. Y'all keep me posted on that. We'll talk about that. Have you guys seen, speaking of movies, have you guys seen Judas and the Messiah? Is it the Black Messiah? The movie Judas and the Black Messiah. I saw it today. Let me say, excellent film. That's a great film. Our brother, our UK brother, I have to give him credit. He did a very good job portraying the foundational Black American hero legend, Fred Hampton. Daniel, and I cannot pronounce my brother's last name. I really want to respect my brother's last name and say it correctly. The brother's not FBA. He's not, but he did a great job. Lakeith Stanfield, he's FBA. And he did a great job too. I mean, they were going neck and neck with the just acting chops. Very good movie. What is Daniel's last name? And see, this is why we're not hating on people for doing certain roles. We just want people to just get the essence of who we are, to really show respect to it and really channel that. I will give Daniel Kaluuya, that's his last name. I'm going to give him his credit. He respected the culture. He did a great job. He took his time to really study Fred Hampton, really get all the nuances of it. He really studied it and he really respected the culture. And he did a great job. I'm going to give him his credit. He did a great job. See, we don't have a problem with anybody doing acting or whatever. We prefer, because we got a lot of great Black men and women over here, foundational Black Americans, who can play these roles. But if you play the roles of some of our heroes, some of the people from our culture, at least have respect for the culture. See, this is the problem that we had with Cynthia Erivo. See, they keep trying to wheel out Cynthia Erivo. We know Cynthia Erivo doesn't have respect for the culture, because we've seen what she has said about foundational Black Americans when she got around Zaddy, when she get around white people. We've seen some of the little slick shit she says. So with Cynthia Erivo, we can feel the disconnect. There's no connection there. There's really no respect. She does little cosplaying as far as I'm concerned. She puts her own little cosplaying on our shit. Just like with the Harriet Tubman joint. We didn't feel Harriet's spirit. There was nothing Harriet Tubman-like about that. We didn't feel that spirit. See, we know when we feel the spirit because we've grown up with black women in our families with that Harriet Tubman spirit. We know what that spirit is. Her running around bucking her eyes for 2 hours, I don't know what that is. And let me tell you something, that Aretha Franklin TV show that they're doing, which is very disrespectful, that's another thing. They know that Jennifer Hudson, who was handpicked by Aretha Franklin, is doing the theatrical release of Aretha Franklin's life story. So now some of these white producers, as a way to be spiteful to Aretha, they're doing this TV movie with Cynthia Erivo, who don't look, sound, act, not shaped like, just nothing about her is Aretha Franklin like. And in the trailers, Cynthia Erivo's bucking her eyes all through the trailer. I don't know what it is about her when it comes to portraying us. She's bucking her damn eyes through the whole film. She's bucking her eyes through the trailer. Aretha Franklin wasn't bucking her damn eyes for nobody. Aretha Franklin was a rider. For real, for real. Aretha Franklin was a rider. Yeah? So we grew up on Aretha Franklin, so we kind of know the nuances of Aretha Franklin. Some of us, man, I was born in Detroit. I don't remember when there wasn't Aretha Franklin. My first images are Aretha Franklin albums as a child laying around the house. These were my first, they were almost like family pictures. So many Aretha Franklin albums and songs, in and out of my ears as a child in Detroit in my very young formative years as a child. So we know the nuances, we know the flavor, we know the energy, we know the spirit. Yeah? And she ain't it. And let's be clear, y'all know good and well, as much shit as Aretha Franklin talks, Aretha Franklin was a shit talker. She didn't give a damn. Yes, Aretha Franklin was Minister Farrakhan was at her funeral. She was a rider. Aretha Franklin didn't play no games. And another thing, Aretha Franklin was never anybody's damn bed wench. All right? That's another thing. So that bed wench energy. But Aretha was a rider. If Aretha was alive and they said they're going to do a damn TV movie with Cynthia Erivo bucking her eyes playing you, Aretha, she'd shut that shit down. And y'all know she would. Aretha would shut that shit down so fast, Aretha wouldn't co-sign that Cynthia Erivo nonsense for one damn minute. You know? Aretha Franklin didn't give a damn. Y'all better go look at some of them interviews where they were asking her about certain artists. She kept it a buck. Like, what do you feel about who is it? Patti LaBelle, very talented, very talented. How do you feel about Jennifer Hudson? I mean, very wonderful singer, great singer. I want her to play me. How do you feel about Taylor Swift? Nice gowns. She got nice gowns. They didn't give a shit. They asked her, how do you feel about Nicki Minaj? Next question. Aretha Franklin didn't give a damn. You think Aretha Franklin was going to let some bullshit like this? Nah, she wasn't going to let that fly. Man, please. Aretha kept it a buck, man. Man. Yeah, them old school sisters don't play it. Her, Patty, none of them really play games like that. They go in. These are the women that we grew up with. Man, Aretha was not with no bullshit, dude. Let me find that interview real quick. It's funny for those who haven't seen it. Let me find that interview. Hold on. What the hell is that? Okay, I hate when stuff automatically plays. Hold on, let me find it. Hold on 1 second. Where is that interview? Where is that? Now watch, I'm not able to find it right now. I hate when I do that. Hold on 1 second. Let me see. Right when I'm looking for, oh, this is it right here. Hold on. Okay, yeah, this is it. This dude interviewing her.
Hi, I'm Christopher John Farley.
Okay, this dude was spitting all over the place. Hold on. This nigga was doing the most. Hold on. Let me show some of this. Hold on. Whoop. Hold on. And hit that thumbs up button while I'm chopping it up, guys. All right, so this is our sister Aretha. Hold on.
Ridiculous. That would be ridiculous, right? After 50 years, please.
So Rolling in the Deep by Adele, obviously a terrific young singer, someone who's very contemporary now. Tell me,
Okay, this dude keeps spitting. Okay, y'all notice this dude, what's this guy's name? What's this guy's name, guys? He has a crazy lisp and he keeps spitting. So Aretha, your song Respect, your R-E-S-P-E-C-T. What you have people like Adele doing your songs? Respect, I mean, he's spitting all over the damn place. What's this guy's name? I wonder if that's that nigga who has me blocked. One of these dudes who work for these white corporate. It looked like that nigga who has me blocked. What's this guy's name? Hold on, let me go back. This nigga spitting all over the place. Hold on, what's his name? John Farley. Okay, this is somebody else. Okay, but damn, nigga, the spitting. Oh, hold on. Hold on. This little slobbermouth ass dude, man. Hold on.
Tell me your thought process in saying, you know what, I'm going to tackle this song.
Well, let's see, Rolling in the Deep. I liked it. When I first heard it, I liked it. I saw some of Adele's promo, and a lot of young kids were on the bus. They were singing it, and they were having a really, really wild, good time. And rolling in the deep, because they couldn't really sing, but they were just having such a good time. I said, I like that melody, and I like that song. So when Clive presented it to me, I said, absolutely.
Have you heard back from Adele? Have you heard back from any of the singers whose works you take on, like Alicia Keys, on this album? Get the reaction?
I don't know Adele, and we haven't had the occasion or pleasure to meet yet. So it's not heard back. I haven't heard from them, So after it's been out a while.
Hold on, let me find it.
And now, since your new album is about divas, I want to just sort of throw out a few names of divas and sort of get your one-word reaction, sort of get your impression of various singers. So when I say the name Adele, what comes to mind?
Young singer, good singer.
Alicia Keys.
Young performer, good writer, producer.
Taylor Swift.
Okay, great gowns, beautiful gowns.
Whitney Houston.
Whitney was a talent. Definitely a talent. She had a gift. And Sissy's baby.
And let's sort of change genres a little bit. Nicki Minaj.
Nicki Minaj. Now I'm going to pass on that one.
We're talking on election day, and Barack Obama, you were...
Okay, this nigga spitting. Now, that's enough I can do. Well, yeah, Aretha wasn't with the dumb shit. This nigga spreading all types of corona. God damn, brother. Shit, I need a face shield to get interviewed by this dude. Christopher John Farley. Damn. This brother was chemo-slobby. That dude was slobbering all over the place. Yeah, my God. But Aretha kept it a buck. She wasn't with that dumbass stuff. Aretha's been in the game too long to be lying. I love Aretha. She kept it 100. But anyway, hit that thumbs up button. We got 5,000 folks in here. We need to get around 10,000 of them things up in here. We need to get 10,000 folks up in here. Let's get down to the nitty gritty on what I want to hit on tonight, family. Tonight, man, we got to talk about, is there a new crime bill coming, guys? I smell a new crime bill coming, guys. Right now, they're changing the focus on anti-black racism. Family, when the Democrats were in office, there was a wave of anti-black crimes and hate crimes that got started heavily under the Obama administration. The Democrats didn't do anything about it. They did a lot of deflecting. They put a lot of controlled opposition out there. When Trump got elected, the white media, which is very liberal, and that's how it is in politics and media. The political structure is usually conservative, and the media apparatus is usually liberal. But they're all team white supremacy. Same thing in the UK. The UK, the media is very liberal, quote unquote. Yet the politics very, very conservative. That's why in the UK, when I would go out there, they would have me on everything. Even now, I still have a lot of access to the media out there. That's one of the reasons why the conservative political structure just banned me from coming out there just altogether. Because I would go out there and they would have me on the BBC, just everything, RT Today, everything. I just be on, and they'll let me spit my game. I'm going in on white supremacy out there heavy. So the media is like, shit, they love it. It's a very liberal media. And you're going to have a lot of folks out there in the media really spitting like that. So, they kind of let me do my thing out there. So that's why the political establishment had to say, hey, this nigga can't come out here. Why? Because we said this nigga can't. Yeah. So when the conservatives were in office, quote unquote, and I use conservatives very lightly because let's be very clear, foundational Black Americans, we are very conservative. Why? Because we've been here longer than any other group. Foundational Black Americans, our lineage goes back to this land longer than any group. Our shit goes back thousands and thousands of years to the Folsom people. There have been Black Aboriginal people on this land for thousands, if not probably millions of years, but we know thousands of years. There have been Black people who are Aboriginal on this land. Our lineage comes from that as well as the brothers and sisters from the diaspora who came here enslaved. We are very conservative. We have a lot of conservative views. See, the thing is, because we deal with systematic white supremacy, we want something to change. So we're open to the liberals' ideas. This is why we're always creating new things, because we are under the constant thumb of anti-Black oppression. We want anything different from that. So we're always inventing, always creating, always doing something that will be different from the oppression. Oppressed people actually, who know they're oppressed, they become very creative. That's why we invented so many things. We've come up with so many things. We come up with new styles and fashions and trends every other week, every other day. But we are very conservative. But we listen to liberals because they always seem like they have a different, newer agenda that's going to somehow help us. And even deep down, a lot of Black people know that the liberal agenda is just a crock of BS. We've gotten to the point where enough of Black people are they're comfortable enough just to listen to it, just the sound of it. We know you're full of it. It's just like a battered woman. You say you're going to do right by me. At least you're talking a good game. I know you're not going to do anything, but you're talking a good game. See, we got to get off that battered woman syndrome. So listen, so when the conservatives were in office, the liberal white media, dealing with the waves of anti-Black racism, they would acknowledge it more. They would start to even acknowledge the term white supremacy more. Notice during the Trump administration, the white media would use a lot of our talking points, the talking points of the people on the grassroots. They would use a lot of our talking points. And they're using the talking points of white supremacy, throwing it out there, white supremacy, as long as they could blame Trump. You see? As long as they could blame Trump or they can blame the Republicans, they'll talk about white supremacy all day long. Long as they could blame it on them. It's them people. It's those people. Yeah. See, the liberal media, they got two ways of dealing with white supremacy and racism. how they deal with it. What they'll do, the liberal media will put the racism on the Republicans, or they will put it on old racists from back in the 50s and 60s. That's the game they play. Thus, they have the movie The Judas and the Black Messiah. Very good movie. They put the racism basically on J. Edgar Hoover's FBI. Okay? They don't mind doing a movie like that because, see, they can make J. Edgar Hoover, they made him the boogeyman in this movie. So I'm going to give you a few spoilers, but, you already know, if you know the story of Fred Hampton, you know how things went down. So, and I've talked about Fred Hampton's life and William O'Neill before, the informant. I've been talked about that snitch for years. But as we know how things went down. We know, if you know history, if you know Fred Hampton's life, can you really give a spoiler? They had some great dialogue in there. They had some dialogue in there basically talking about how they were waging war on black society. Very good dialogue. And just y'all need to see this just to see how insidious our own government is, how they would sit up and plot and plan our own government to kill its own citizens for not wanting to be oppressed. Yeah? Fred Hampton was a rider. Strong foundational black American brother. There was something very interesting in there when they were planning on assassinating him. And this is another thing too. They would have informants for the FBI go around accusing other people of being informants and then killing them. And then the informants would be hiding out in safe houses around the country, informing on more people. It was a very insidious system that they had. You understand? You think they don't have that now? COINTELPRO was a beast. You think they don't have COINTELPRO now? This was back then, so it's way more sophisticated now. No, they didn't mention nothing about Hoover's sexuality. They did mention one brother, a brother who killed some cops out there. He was in the Disciples. Our brother Jake Winters, the young brother who started bussing, and then they ended up killing him. They did mention him in the movie. But something interesting they said, and that William O'Neill dude, we know he killed himself, I think in 1990, something like that. He lived as a rat and he died as a rat. He lived as a rat and died as one. And this is when you couldn't be a rat-ass nigga running around the neighborhood. You see, we let rats and informants run around, Did y'all see that stuff with Meek Mill and Tekashi down there in Atlanta? They about to get into it. But just these little rats running around like that. See, you couldn't do that back in the day. See, they had to put a rat in protective custody. They had to send them somewhere way off. You had to be way out of here. So this dude, he did an interview in 1989. I guess he just got tired of living like a damn rat. He's living and hiding and snaking around all over the place. So, you're living in a prison. You're living in a societal prison where you have to hide all the time. That's a very stressful life, to hide all the time. You're always looking over your shoulder. But when they were planning on killing our brother, it was very interesting because they put some bogus charges on Fred Hampton, and he went to jail, but he got out on appeal. And he lost his appeal. So he was going to go back to jail. But Hoover and those guys said, oh, no, we can't have him go back to jail. No. No, we can't have him because he go to jail, he's going to become bigger if he goes to jail. He's going to become more influential. If he goes to jail, we sent Huey P. Newton to jail, and then Huey P. Newton became a celebrity and a best-selling author. We sent, was it Bobby Seale? I think it was Bobby Seale they sent to jail and sent him to prison. He became a best-selling author. Yeah? Was it Bobby Seale or the other one? Yeah, there were sendings, they send these brothers to jail, and they would write these books, and these books would blow up. So now they become household names. So they're like, we can't do this for Fred Hampton. This is a young warrior. Oh, we can't. No. We can't put him in jail. We got to kill his ass. This was we forget that this brother was 21 years old. Eldridge Cleaver, that's what I was thinking. Yes, Eldridge Cleaver, Soul on Ice. See, he got to jail, wrote best-selling books. See, they didn't want to play that game, putting these brothers in jail and letting their stature grow. You see, George Jackson and those guys, when they went to jail, they started the Black Guerrilla family. That's still, the remnants of that is still influential. They didn't want that. They didn't want that. They didn't want another Black Guerrilla family in jail calling shots. Because they know Fred Hampton get behind those walls, he's going to organize them brothers behind those walls. Yeah? That's what they don't want you to do. That's why a lot of gang leaders, especially out of Chicago, they put them in solitary confinement. Larry Hoover, Jeff Fort, and those dudes, they don't let Jeff Fort see nobody. I don't think he can get visitors no more because of the influence these brothers had. Yeah? They put them in solitary confinement. Yeah, Soledad brothers. So they're like, no. This young brother, we're not sending him to jail so he can blow the hell up some more. And it was cold-blooded how they killed that brother, too. And so we got to deal with that. We got to understand, when your own government is down to take you out. And this only really happens to us. See, when people try to compare Black Panthers to the Klan and all that, these people are not assassinating no damn Klan. They're not assassinating white supremacist groups. They're not sneaking up in people's houses, drugging them, and then killing them while they're drugged. They're not doing that to nobody but Black people. Yeah. So we have to understand our situation is not comparative to nobody. Nobody whatsoever. So, because Trump is no longer in office, they can't dump racism on Trump no more. They can't say, look at all this white supremacy. Look at how bad Black people are being treated. Look at all these police killings. Look at Trump's America. Look at Trump's America, all this anti-Black racism. See, they can't do that now. Trump is not in office. They can't do that. So now what they're going to do, they're going to deflect and they're going to try to prop up comparative racism and bigotry. Again, they do that with the LGBT community. They're going through bigotry. Now what they're doing, and they're coordinating this very strategically right now. Right now, the media and the politicians, the Democratic politicians, they are crafting a propaganda wave of Black people committing crimes against Asians. They're going to start blowing this up in the media very heavy. I've been telling people this is coming. They're going to say, okay, we're not going to focus on anti-Black racism. We're going to focus on all the hate crimes against the Asian community. And we're going to have an executive order to combat hate crimes against Asian people. Now, who's this executive order against? Now, we know it's for Asians. You understand? Let's be very clear. See, we never ask the real questions here. We know the executive orders are for Asians. They keep telling you how badly Asians are being treated. Asians are being treated, they're being mistreated, they're being discriminated against, racial epithets, they're being attacked because first they said it was because of Corona. Now they flipped that and said, okay, they're being attacked because it's the Blacks. They're saying this, they're whispering this, now it's getting louder. They're saying that Black people are attacking Asians all over the place. And like I said on my other broadcast the other day, they're getting together little incidents, just random incidents of Asian people being attacked and robbed. Not really attacked, but a lot of Asian people live in or they have businesses in the hood, and there's robberies going on in the hood, and they're not exempt from shit that happens in the hood. They're not being targeted because they're Asian. Let's be very clear. No, there are no Black people sitting around saying, hey, we need to go out here and get us some Asians. Number one, it's impractical. We have zero reason to do that. It ain't like they have more money than any other person. if you in the hood somewhere, running your little janky business. But black people are not sitting around as a collective group plotting on no damn Asian people. And again, one of the crimes, they would show some mentally ill Negro up there in the Bay running around pushing down Asian people. And it was very interesting. And let me show you, this is the image of the dude. They said he pushed down a few Asian people. Now this Negro, his name is Yahya Muslim. That's a very convenient name. So this dude, clearly he's an non-FBA. And look at the image here. It's like, this looks like him performing. And it looks like somebody paid this guy. A lot of people are saying these attacks that he's doing them directly in front of security cameras. He knows exactly where to stand to push random Asian people down. He's doing this stuff right in front of cameras. And it's all dramatic and over the top, and it makes zero sense. It makes absolute, and you can look at this, is not no FBA. This dude has immigrant written all over him, some mentally ill non-FBA. And nobody, black people don't know who this dude is. We're not responsible for this dude. I mean, he's going around pushing people, and it's all dramatic. Get on out of here. Who pushes folks like that? Well, what is that? You run up somebody, you push them. Oh. That's somebody who's acting, guys. This looked like somebody who's acting. Somebody said, hey, when you go by that garbage can, there's a garbage can up there. Look, this is what it looks like. Okay, we want you to go up to that garbage can. Where's the thing? There's a garbage can up there. When you see somebody pass by, give them a nice, good shove. Where is it? Where is it? What did I do with it? Okay, here it is. So yeah, there's a go up to the garbage can with the red and Christmas designs on it, and push them. And you gotta push them real hard and throw your arms in the air. That's some shit that don't even make no sense. Yeah, that's some old get out of my way jive turkey. Who does that? I mean, it's so impractical. You throwing your arms up. Somebody told this dude to do this. So now they could use this as probably the police. It sounds like this dude was sent out there. They'll go get some mentally ill person. The police set him up. The police agencies are corrupt as all to be damned. They're not to be trusted at all. They're so wicked. They told him, okay, look, over there, we know there are some security cameras right there. We need you to push this guy, but make sure you do it in front of the camera. So it looked like the cops got him to do this because they understand all this defund the police talk. What they're doing, it's like they're setting it up to show these crimes against Asian people, and it's black people committing crimes against Asians. So when they start talking about black people committing crimes against people, it ain't gonna be no, well, what should we do? Can we march and pray about it? No, that means a crime bill is coming. That means they're setting up a crime bill, and crime bill means more money for the police. That means more bonuses to tackle all of these wayward Negroes out here attacking these poor Asians. See, this is propaganda. The police are in on it. Some of these anti-black Asians are in on it. The white anti-black media is in on the scam. Same thing with the knockout game. They did the same thing. And understand, the police agencies are extremely corrupt. This came out today as well about LAPD. LAPD, the cops were sharing Valentine's Day posts with a caption of George Floyd talking about, you take my breath away. This is the police. This is who our tax dollars fund. Okay? They're They're sharing images of this man that another race soldier killed, and they're mocking him. You think these people won't go pay somebody to go do a crime so that they can create more laws to tackle and target black people? You understand? And the dude, when you read up on him and when you read about his background, this guy has a whole track record of attacking random people, period. He's clearly mentally ill. Here's an article that I put up. See, I dig into these articles to let you know what's going on with these guys. So the public defender who has represented Yahya Muslim in the past, they said so far there's absolutely no evidence of xenophobia against Asians, and that connecting this to this case to a rise of racist violence against Asians is not appropriate, and it should not influence the district attorney. This case should not be used to pit a minority group against a minority group. In total, he has been charged with at least 10 times with assault, and he's never been charged with a hate crime. 6 years ago, he had significant mental health issues that they documented. In 2020, he was enrolled for addiction issues at a recovery center. So he's an immigrant, mentally ill immigrant crackhead. So this guy has a track record of just doing crack. He's a mentally ill crackhead who's not even an FBA. Okay? But see, they don't tell you this part of the game. They don't tell you this. They don't tell you that there's a mentally ill crackhead who's running around the city, who's just doing crime after crime after crime after crime. And they're letting him do these crimes. He's just running around doing all these crimes. They won't put him nowhere. But they'll use that as justification to say, okay, look at all these black people attacking the Asians. See, again, like I said, using this narrative that Asians are being attacked by black people, that takes the focus off anti-black racism and then focuses on anti-Asian racism, and they can blow that up heavy. They ain't got a problem blowing that up because they know that a lot of Asians are team white supremacy. They have no problem blowing that up. Also, another thing, they can say all these crimes are against Asian people, and who's committing the crimes? It's the black people. So what do we need to do? We need a crime bill against these black people for harming all these Asians. We're going to see so much of this stuff, it's coming on heavy. I got some inside word that on the 20th of February, there's going to be one of these Stop the Violence Against Asian marches in Chinatown Plaza, downtown LA. This is going to be on the 20th. And there's a chick out here that the Democrats are going to roll around. Watch out for this name, Erica Rhodes. Okay? Watch out for this woman right here. This is somebody that I'm hearing that the Democrats are kind of grooming up right now. A-A-R-I-K Rhodes. It's Arica, it's like Erica, but with an A. Watch out for that name. Because from what I understand, she's black and Asian, so they're going to start parading a lot of these tethers out here. Listen, this is what y'all going to start looking out for, guys. Look out for Negroes going around talking about, man, we need to stop, as the black community, we need to stop all these crimes against Asian people. Watch out for those Negroes. You're going to see them popping out real soon. Remember, Hollywood is very liberal. You got a lot of Negroes out here in Hollywood and in the entertainment industry who's looking for their next movie role, their next TV deal, their next record deal. So they kiss the liberals' asses in Hollywood. So they're going to try to toe the line. So these Negroes are going to get out here. And I'm telling you, that makes it worse. When you stupid Negroes who's ass kissing for the Democrats, when y'all run out here talking about, man, we as a black community, we need to stop all this. Right? And Mr. Fab was doing that. Mr. Fab out there in the Bay, brother. I'll get on Mr. Fab in a minute, but y'all don't do that. When y'all do that, y'all just basically solidified this false narrative. Black people are not sitting around plotting on no damn Asian people. They're getting random cases of crimes and just calling them hate crimes against Asians. Black folks, when you get out here talking that dumb shit, we as a man, we need racism and bad. We got to condemn that. We got to condemn that racism against the black people, against the Asians and shit. Why? That ain't got shit to do with us. Yeah, it was a comedian named Tony Baker. He had to turn his comments off. You dig? John Legend's wife was talking that bullshit, but she's Asian her damn self. You see Lisa Ling and all these folks, they're on that wave. This is what John Legend's wife, and John Legend, watch it, John. Don't you go out here with that bullshit, because ain't no black people out here plotting on no Asians, dude. We're not responsible for random ass folks doing crimes that we ain't got nothing to do with. This is not a centralized effort. This is Christy Teigen. Asian Americans are facing xenophobia, rape, racism, hate, and crimes at an all-time high, and also she's talking her talk. Was that Asian rapper China Mac? He's out here. Y'all letting him wolf and talk his shit. But yeah, Mr. Fab is out here. He was on that, and I didn't see exactly some of the stuff he was talking about. He was kind of, blacks, we need to come together. We need to stop all that. Mr. Fab, not a good look, brother. Not a good look. Not a good look, Mr. Fab. Up there in the Bay. Brother, do not make the Bay look bad. Mr. Fab, we have not forgotten about you and that Krishan bullshit. Remember, it was Mr. Fab that brought out that damn Krishan, them goofy trailer park white girls who's running around yelling nigga this and nigga that, talking crazy, that people got out the paint years ago. Remember them little goofy white girls? That was Mr. Fab who brought them out, who co-signed them. See, we can't play those games, brother. We can't play those types of games. Yeah, Karuchi and all these folks try to say their little slick shit. Talking about crimes against Asians. Family, when Negroes get out here, it's the same thing with the crime bill. When they sit up here and say, hey, all these black folks out here selling this crack. All these black folks got this crack. All these black folks got crack and they're robbing white people. All these black folks got crack and they're robbing white people. So what they'll do, they get a Negro, they get those Congressional Black Caucus niggas. Man, we need to do something. Y'all need to stop selling all that crack out here and beating up these white people. Man, y'all need to stop. We all need to come together. See, y'all think all that come together talk is going to get you brownie points. No, it doesn't get you brownie points, nigga. Y'all sell us out for some butter biscuits. Y'all get out there talking that, well, we just want unity. All we want to do, everybody, we all get together. We just love one another. Black folks shouldn't be harming Asian. Asians shouldn't be harming the black peoples. We just should love each other. Now, what your dumb ass did, nigga, you just as a black person falsely confirmed that there's a problem within black society. And they use your dumb ass to say, okay, look, it's the black leadership. They're saying that it's a problem too. The black leadership said, they all of a sudden, they make some random nigga the leader. All of a sudden, they done made some random Negro the leader. Your black spokespersons, your black leaders are saying that the blacks are attacking the Asians. See, they confirmed it now. And when your dumb ass get out there talking that stupid shit, talking about we need unity and we need to stop, then they start coming with the crime bills. Oh, the niggas said it. So crime bill number 1, we're going to stop and frisk anybody who looks like they're going to harm an Asian. Y'all dumb niggas fall for the trap every time. And y'all niggas are off code, and the community, for real, is going to have to holler at niggas who doing that shit, because y'all doing it for your own personal gratification. You understand? Y'all got to cut that out. Black folks are not sitting around plotting on no damn Asian people. We're not responsible for some Negro that we don't know. Most of them are immigrants committing crimes. I'm not responsible for that nigga. And let me tell you something. The Asian community, they haven't apologized for Peter Liang. While your ass black folks out here talking about we need some unity, we need to stop. Where are the Asian people talking about they need to stop beating up black women in nail salons? Where are the Asian people talking about they need to stop the Peter Liangs? Where are the Asian people talking about they need to stop the Asian cop who was part of the race soldiers who killed George Floyd? And remember, that Asian cop who was a part of the George Floyd murder, that cop beat up another brother before. Where's the Asian community speaking out against that? They don't speak out against that at all. They don't never speak out against them abusing black people. Y'all stop playing these dumbass games out here. They never speak out against that. Not only do they not speak out against it, they support it. Black people are not out here in large groups supporting people who harm Asian folks. We're not out here having rallies where there's thousands of black people supporting somebody who done pushed an Asian person or killed an Asian person or shot or did anything to an Asian person. We're not having pep rallies supporting them. The Asian community and many of their organizations out here by the thousands got out there and supported Peter Liang for killing an innocent black man. You niggas sound stupid as hell if you think that I'm going to apologize for some niggas I don't know to them and they got killers and abusers attacking us. Man, please, you look and sound stupid, you weak niggas. Stand up for your damn selves and say no. Y'all got to condemn all the anti-black hatred that you bring over from your home country. Yeah, they never apologized for Latasha Harling. They killed our sister back in the day. They never apologized for that. Every crime they commit against us, well, we deserve it. But you stupid niggas out here, well, we got to come together and live as a community. These are niggas who's trying to get white pussy and some Asian pussy. These are niggas who's trying to get booed up and lay up with some exotic ass who they think are exotic. Weak niggas got to go. We can't have that type of game out here. Hit that thumbs up button, man. We getting heavy tonight. We're talking that talk. We ain't got time for that. Man, let me tell you something. At this point, anything you do to an Asian person, they're calling it a hate crime at this point. Everything you do, if you bump into an Asian person, they're calling that a hate crime. They're calling everything a hate crime right now. I mean, if you brush up against somebody, any type of interaction with them, they're calling it a hate crime. And it's not hate crimes at all. They're not specifically targeting Asian. There's zero evidence that they're specifically targeting Asian people because that's impractical. Again, it's impractical. What reason would black people want to target Asian people? What reason would they want to do that? And look, they're all on these little 4chan sites. Hold on one second. They're on all these little 4chan sites and the whole shebang. Let me see. Let me find some of the stuff on 4chan. I had a link the other day. I'm trying to find some of that stuff now. Some of the conversations they're having and what they're talking about as far as us attacking them. And there is no systematic targeting of Asian people by black people. There is no systematic targeting. Now, in their community, there's systematic anti-black racism. They have systematic anti-black racism in their communities. It is systematic. It's all in the media. It's all in the political structure. It's all in the social structure. I mean, they do all types of stuff to black people in their home countries. Hold on, where's this thing? I'm trying to see where in the hell is this thing on Reddit. There was something on the Reddit website, and I wanted to share that with you, and I can't find the damn link, guys. I want to find that link. Hold on. Hit the thumbs up button, y'all. Let's get this thing popping in here. Everybody hit that thumbs up button. Yeah, we're in here. We're approaching 10,000. Let's get it up there. Hold on one second. I want to see if I could find. Hold on one second. Where am I? Because I want to find that link, man. I hate when I do something and I can't find the damn thing. I really want to find that damn link. Okay, hold on. Okay, here it is. Okay, let me type it in. I want to show you some of the stuff they're saying is hate crimes and all this stuff. Hold on one second. Y'all bear with the player. Hold on. And hold on one second. Y'all bear with me. Okay. Attacks. Okay. Okay. Where is this thing? Okay, why can I see this thing in here? Okay. Okay, now I can't find it. Okay, it's on Reddit, but I for some reason I can't find it now. I took a screenshot of it, but I can't find it. Hold on one. Let me try something else, guys. Y'all bear with me. I hate slowing the broadcast down, looking for stuff. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Okay, here we go. I think this is it. Okay, I think this is it right here. Okay, there we go. Okay, here we go. This is what I'm looking for, guys. Okay, so this is something that's on the website Reddit, which has a lot of anti-black races on these websites. So this is the stuff they talk about in private. They got their little chat rooms and stuff. So we monitor what these folks be saying. Okay, so look at this, man. So they're talking about all these hate crimes by black people. Okay, they're really pointing out a lot of stuff by black people. Okay. So this is in Oakland, an Asian woman attacked by 4 men. Okay. Okay, where is this? Okay, so they got some woman here who was robbed, and it doesn't look like it wasn't racially motivated. Let me see. A tech job company asked for non-Asian applicants. Asian woman robbed outside of Quickly. Okay, let's see this. Okay, so there's an Asian woman, and they say she got robbed. I'm trying to see what's going on here. Okay, somebody pulled up. Okay. So you don't know who's who, you don't know who got it, but everything just gets blamed on black people, though. Asian man robbed in parking lot. So what they're doing, they're finding if you get robbed, that's an anti-Asian crime. Okay, what's this? Hold on. Gamer! Whoa. Oh, watch it, they got ads here. Okay. Hold on one second. Okay, here we go.
Time robbery caught on camera in Alameda is being linked to other incidents in the Bay Area. I spoke to a man who didn't want to be identified, who said he noticed his friend's white sedan getting broken into at about noontime on Tuesday. This is at the Vietnam House parking lot in Alameda. You can see the suspect reach into the car and pull out a gray-colored bank bag. The man and the owner of the car then rush into...
Okay, so they're showing these random robberies. So they're showing random robberies and just saying that they're hate crimes against Asians, and they're showing black people as the perpetrator. See, anti-Asian graffiti on the wall. Asian mother robbed, grandmother robbed, elderly man robbed. Somebody carjacked. So all of these really are, they're robberies. Chinatown terrorized by 20 robberies. Okay, so these are a lot of robberies. Asian woman punched by 2 minors. Asian tourist attacked by crazed man. So they're trying to make these things hate crime. And look at this. I found this one very interesting. Los Angeles comedian makes a racist Asian YouTube sketch. Now, hold on one second. Okay, so this right here is a hate crime, okay? It was some black comedian accused of racism over offensive Blasian restaurant skit. So yeah, people doing comedy skits, anything about Asian culture in a comedy sketch, well, that's a hate crime too. Some girl, Kendra Dion, welcome to my China Blasian house, or what? I didn't even watch the skit. You know, people make these goofy skits online. So now this is a hate crime, making a comedy sketch about an Asian restaurant. See, this is what I'm saying. They've lowered the bar to make anything a black person does that an Asian person don't like at this point. If you do anything, it's a hate crime against Asian people. This is propaganda. This is propaganda. So you got to understand, family, this is the thing. You, black people, you are the economic base of these folks. The people who are out here using the money that you gave them. Oh yeah, they got YG up there too. Yes, I'm glad somebody pointed that out. Yes, I'm glad somebody pointed that out. Look at this. Let me go back to that list. Here's the list. So where's that? Notice on this list, hold on. Where's that about YG? Hold on. Where's that? Oh yeah, right here. Pass. Rapper YG glorifies robbing Chinese neighborhoods. Okay. London Breed supporters. That's a code word for black, because London Breed is black. That's like Obama supporters. That's a code word for black people. So rapper YG. See, they're doing the I'm white and I say so. Chinese Americans protest songs that glorify robberies in Chinese hoods. Okay, but y'all bump records where people are talking about robbing black hoods. Y'all bump boys in the hood. Okay. No, they're perfectly fine with hip hop, long as the robberies are happening among black people in the hood. Oh, they'll bump that all day. Oh, they love hip hop. They love mouthing the words, how real and authentic it is when it's, I killed 80 other niggas, kill a nigga, rob a nigga, kill a nigga, rob a nigga. But we're going to rob Chinatown too in the rap song. Oh, wait, that's a bridge too far, nigga. You took it too far. You done taken it way too far. Okay. Then, but remember, guys, crimes against us, they don't speak out against them. Not only do they not speak out against them, they speak in support of the damn criminals, and they justify it. They justify the crimes against us. Remember, Peter Liang, thousands of them got together to support Peter Liang. Daniel Holtzclaw, that Asian wannabe white race soldier who was raping black women. Remember, Michelle Malkin, Filipino, and other Asians were out here caping for him. They're trying to get him out of jail now. They're trying to get Holtzclaw out of jail right now for raping all those sisters. He was going around systematically, violently raping black women. He was targeting black women. That was a damn hate crime. So when our sisters are abused in these Asian nail shops and these Asian salons, they never list these as hate crimes. None of them. Not only are they not listed as hate crimes, they don't list them as crimes, period. Notice the guys these Asian men who beat sisters up left and right, they never get arrested. They don't be arresting these dudes. Forget about a hate crime. They just don't call it a crime, period. They never arrest these dudes. And when you talk about all the sisters who get punched in the face and stomped out at these Asian stores, where they tell us stuff like, well, those women were trying to leave without paying, so they deserved it. See, that's the line I've been hearing from these folks, where the sisters deserve to get beat up by the Asian shopkeepers because they were not paying. Family, do y'all know how many videos that's out here of these white Karens going into these nail salons, raising all types of hell, not paying, cursing them out, calling them all types of racial epithets? Yeah? We see this happening all the time. And they're not beating up on on the white women. These white women go in here, they have those Karens go in these Asian stores and they got a problem with paying if their nails weren't done the way they wanted them to be done. We got videos like this here. Hold on. Let me put the volume up on them.
Some tense moments at a Chilliwack nail salon after an unsatisfied customer refuses to pay full price. The owner of the store locks her inside. The customer distraught while her stepfather videotapes the violence. Good evening. Thanks for joining us. That exchange erupted Saturday, and tonight we're hearing from both sides in the dispute. They blame each other for the altercation, and as CTV's Ben Milger reports, the customer has concerns about the way RCMP handled the situation.
Hey, don't touch me!
This is not the way staff or the client expected this trip to HD Nails to wind up. By the time this video starts, staff have already locked the customer inside, demanding she pay for her manicure.
I said I'll pay you 50%? No, unless you want to fix it.
Unhappy with the work,
again,
26-year-old Ashley...
Yeah, they ain't beating the white women up with brooms and mops. Here's another white woman. Hold on.
Did you want your help?
No.
Oh, you don't agree? You don't agree. Okay, so you took my nails off. What am I supposed to do now?
You can have another professional help you at a
I can have another, oh, that's real professional,
Yes.
sister.
Yes.
That is real. Where are you from? Korea?
Are you worried? Why are you so
I'm not
worried?
worried. Why do you come to this country, work here, and don't do what's right?
So again, these Karens go in here. They're not doing none of these Karens. There's another white woman right here. Another white
If they
woman.
don't understand the language, they should go back to their own.
Oh, no,
Period.
no, nobody can say that. Nobody can say that.
Yes, I can.
Oh.
I learned Japanese when I was a little girl.
Okay. That maybe was
And if he can't explain something you're charging
Yes,
for,
yes.
then yeah, there's a
Yes,
problem.
yes. Ask the boss politic for that. Don't worry. I can't.
Who all agrees with that?
Yes, ma'am.
Like, if you get a service done, I mean, should you be able to understand who's doing it?
Yeah.
Place again.
Oh, really?
And I really suggest that you should learn English.
Of course. You even know that I have to learn every single day. Doesn't matter how.
Well, maybe he doesn't know. Don't move to America unless you know English, okay?
Oh, no. You
Or are
don't say
willing
that.
to learn.
Wait, don't
It's
say
part of
that.
moving to the United
Don't
States.
say that. Don't say that.
You have to pass an exam to get in.
Yeah, so, they get some act right. They don't do all that fighting and beating folks up when Karen goes in there checking them. So I don't want to hear the excuse, well, they just beat the sisters up because the sisters weren't paying. You understand? Oh, yeah, when Karen goes in there saying she ain't paying and you can kiss her white ass and go back to your own damn country, that's bad. Oh, they ain't swinging. They're not hitting Karen with the brooms and punching them. And that's not a hate crime. How come that ain't a... Karen is saying all types of crazy stuff to these women, but that ain't a hate crime. But let a sister go in there and say, hey, I don't like the way you did my nails, but the broomsticks are coming out. You dig? Now, we know what their interactions are when it comes to the sisters. They get real buck. Even non-nail salons. This is footage from a fast food restaurant. Look at this. I don't think this dude was even arrested. This is a sister working at some place that's managed by these Asians. It's a fast food place, I think somewhere down in Florida.
To pay for, you made the mistake.
I did not do nothing wrong.
She made the mistake. It's not her, sir. It's honestly not her fault. Oh my God, I got it on camera, and you assaulted her. You just hit her. You need to get a lawyer, ma'am. He just assaulted you, and I got it on camera. He just hit you.
Why are you pushing me like this?
Why you talking to me? What the fuck is what?
Because she never let
Wait.
That's your boss, right? That's your boss.
You just assaulted her. You just assaulted her. You just assaulted her. You just hit her. You snapped. You just put your hands on her. You going to jail. You're going to jail. Press charges. As soon as the cops get here, press charges and sue. You hit her. You hit her. Everybody see it.
Okay, so yeah, we see this kind of action. This is the kind of action we see. You dig? So they got hands for sisters. They target sisters. They target sisters, and this is the thing. Brothers come up and shut that shit down. See what they want to do. They want to do the same thing they're doing in Africa. See, they want to come over here and they think they want to smack us around, and we ain't supposed to do anything. If we stop them from smacking us around, they want to try to label that as a hate crime. Hey, that's not the road they want to go down. You dig? That's not the road they want to go down. But listen here. Black people, if these folks want to make an attack on us, there's a few things that we need to do. Number one, family, it's a choice to go to their establishments. They don't have any essential items that we need. Let's be very clear. We are their economic base. If they want to play this little game, we can just stop funding them, dude. We'll leave you all the way alone. If it's such a threat, there's such a black cloud looming over you somewhere, and you're gonna just kind of throw all black people in that one big black Negro melting pot, we could just stay away from your establishments altogether. We can stop being your economic base. Yes, I know Andrew Yang is running for New York mayor. If he wins, boy, y'all about to see stop and frisk all over again. I'm telling y'all, they're gonna use this as the new stop and frisk. Understand, they always gotta have a stop and frisk type of mechanism, a reason to do stop and frisk for Negroes. One way they're going to do it, there's so much drugs, we got to stop and frisk all the Negro suspects to see who has drugs. Well, there's a knockout game. Negroes are playing the knockout game. We need to stop and frisk Negroes to look at your fist to see if there's any knockouts that's on your fist. They're going to use this as the new knockout game. They're going to use this as the new stop and frisk justification. We're going to have to stop all of you. There's a rise in Asian attacks, and you Negroes are the suspects. So, hey, you understand my position, buddy. I'm just following the law. Family, y'all Negroes who supported Biden and the Democrats, y'all just don't know the damage you've done. But it's up to the grassroots to stay really codified and get everybody else codified. Look, and let me tell you something. We ain't talking about no goddamn boycott. Family, this whole thing where we're going to talk about boycotting Sally's Beauty Supply for a couple of days, nah. This has to be real. We're going to have to abandon these businesses, dude. We're going to have to abandon this stuff. We're going to have to just say, we ain't rocking with you at all. We're going to just have to say, no, you don't need chicken fried rice. That's not an essential item that you need. Yes, Andrew Yang, he referred to himself as white before. Yes, he did. Family, we're going to have to be on some shit where we just don't patronize their businesses. If you need some bundles, go find you somebody black who has bundles, or get your bundles online. Get your bundles on Amazon. Yeah, you don't need stir-fried pigeon. You don't need that stuff. That's not essential. You can have at least that little amount of discipline to not patronize these places. But again, like I said, this anti-black wave, see, this is an experiment that they start in the Bay. I told y'all, in the Bay Area, they do a lot of experiments first. They do a lot of experiments in the Bay Area first. There's a lot of stuff that comes out of San Francisco, Oakland. Remember, Silicon Valley, the military structure is there. That's a very strategic place militarily. That's why Silicon Valley was put there. That was put there for military purposes. You in? So what they do in the Bay Area, they got these crimes where black people are quote unquote targeting Asian people. Then they'll get some black activists to come speak out against it to see the reaction so that they can then use the black activists. That's the problem. They need the black people to speak out against it publicly so that they can put the shit in law against other black people. Y'all niggas stop falling for that trap. This is such an obvious trap that they're putting together, man. They need black people to co-sign this and go out here preaching to other black people. Man, we need to stop on this. Man, this is crazy what we doing out here. Your stupid ass is going to help them bring in a crime bill, dumb Negroes. Again, a lot of this starts in San Francisco, the Bay Area. Once they get that thing and they test it on society, they've always done little experiments and tests on the population in San Francisco and the Bay. They've always done that. Once they get it established there, then they take it all over the country. Remember, crack was started up in the Bay Area. That's where crack came from. That's where the formula to make crack cocaine came out of the Bay Area, out of San Francisco. San Francisco, Oakland, that's where crack came from, and it was brought down to LA in the late 70s. They've done a lot of stuff up there in the Bay Area. Experimental things that they try on society. And because it's so liberal, all the acid and the LSD, remember the hippie movement, all of that started in the Bay Area. But really, the hippie movement started on Laurel Canyon out here in LA, but it went to the Bay. But Laurel Canyon, I talked about that before, that was a very experimental place as well. And there's a military base up there as well. Anytime you see a military base somewhere and there's a lot of liberal stuff going on and a lot of guinea pig types of drug use, understand that shit is orchestrated. That's why a lot of those people from the hippie movement, a lot of those people who are part of the music scene, that whole Crosby, Still and Nash, the Doors, and all these folks from that 60s hippie era, many of those people were connected with the FBI and the CIA. That's another thing. A lot of those folks were connected with with government informants, agents. Their family members were connected with the government. A lot of those folks, yeah. That Laurel Canyon vibe, yeah, all of those Laurel Canyon hippies with all that LSD and all those drugs, those were the children of military people. Charles Manson was a part of that Laurel Canyon scene. All of them were. That's how Rick James got on drugs. Rick James got on drugs because Jim Morrison from the Doors tricked him. Jim Morrison said, "Let me give you a breath mint." He gave him like some LSD or something. Rick James took the breath thinking that it was a breath mint. He took it and started tripping the fuck out. Yeah, Frank Zappa. That Laurel Canyon area, I done told people about that Laurel Canyon area, that area up in LA, that Laurel Canyon area has been subjected to all types of strange activities and murders. Charles Manson was connected with the Laurel Canyon scene. The Wonderland murders, that was connected with the Laurel, because Wonderland is right off Laurel Canyon. Ed Buck's house is off Laurel Canyon, by the way. It's at the bottom of Laurel Canyon. A lot of folks didn't realize that. Ed Buck's apartment, where all those dead folks was coming out of, where they were being experimented on with drugs, that's on Laurel Canyon too. Look up Ed Buck's address right now. There's a lot of stuff that they don't talk about. See, the white supremacists stay on code. A lot of those hippies and a lot of the pedophiles and stuff were all on Laurel Canyon. At the time, what they would do, they had all types of big pedophile rings up there as well. But when it was time for them to get caught, they would run off to Jamaica. A lot of them would run to Jamaica. Jamaica was a big hotspot for pedophilia in the 70s. They would go out there because I don't think at the time in the 70s there was no extradition. You couldn't be extradited back. So a lot of them would go take refuge in Jamaica. Yeah, John Holmes and all those people, yeah. There's a lot of stuff out there that's crazy. It's a lot of stuff, man. But yeah, these little movements have been around for a long time that white society never talks about. The MK Ultra, there's some heavy stuff out here, man. These experimental things that go on in the Bay and go on, that went on in Laurel Canyon, a lot of heavy stuff. Speaking of pedophilia, we're going to be talking about that in the buck breaking movie too, guys. We're going to be talking about that. Hit that thumbs up button, guys. We're talking some real talk tonight. Hit that thumbs up button, guys. I can't wait till buck breaking comes out, man. We're talking about some heavy shit in this thing. We're taking this thing all over the place. We're talking about pedophiles going to the Caribbean. Now, before Epstein's Island, speaking of pedophiles, just to go on a little rant here, before Epstein's Island in the Caribbean, because that's another thing, that's why a lot of these folks were going to the Caribbean with their little pedophile islands. Have y'all ever heard about Bird Island in South Africa? There was a place in South Africa called Bird Island. And in the 80s, under the apartheid government, those white supremacists were taking black kids on a place called Bird Island and raping and assaulting these children left and right. They were assaulting and raping black children in Bird Island off the coast of South Africa. We're breaking this down in the movie. Some of y'all heard about that? 2018. Now, this was happening in the 80s. 2018, there was a book about it. It was a dude named Mark Minnie. It was a white man who blew the whistle. And that's a no-no in white society. You're not supposed to tell on other white people. You're not supposed to tell on other white people. See, there's a rule in white supremacist society. If a white person harms a black person, you always side with the white person. Or if a white person harms a white person who's defending a black person, you side with the white person who did the harming. For example, Kyle Rittenhouse. Kyle Rittenhouse shot 2 white people who were defending black people. This is why they're so on code with Rittenhouse. See, they try to act like it ain't about white supremacy. It's 100% about white supremacy. Well, how is it about white supremacy? He shot 2 white guys. The white guys were defending black people. You understand? You better understand how white supremacy works. If a white person is defending a black person, damn it, you're supposed to get a piece of the action too to teach you a lesson. That's why they're so hell-bent on protecting Kyle Rittenhouse. You understand? Just to get on code, to get the other white supremacists on code. So back to Bird Island. Bird Island, they out here raping these black boys left and right. And let's be clear, out there in Epstein's Island, you know, God knows how many black folks were raped out there. They only tell you about the white girls. It only became a problem when all the little white girls were getting raped. When they were getting little white kids, the white girls, that's when it became a problem. I can almost guarantee you they had some black kids out there doing God knows what and don't nobody want to talk about it. But out there in Bird Island, they're raping these little black kids, black boys. It's like in white supremacist society, who cares? So a white man got off code. Mark Minnie, who was a police officer during that time, he was a former officer in the apartheid regime. So he got a conscience and he started spilling the beans. 2018, he wrote a book called The Lost Boys of Bird Island. He started spilling the beans and telling all of it. He was talking about the high up people in the government was out there raping them kids, taking them out there in military helicopters. Family, this dude put out a book. That book came out, I want to say April of 2018, April 1st or something like that. Nigga, by April 7th, Mark Minnie was dead. I want to say April, but I know a week after the damn book was released, I'm talking about a week after the book was released, his ass was dead. And they said it was a suicide. His name is Mark Minnie. The book is called Lost Boys of Bird Island. The book got taken off all the shelves. They took the book off the shelves. You actually can't find the book nowhere. You can look at the cover of the book online. Yes, you never heard about the book because you can't get it nowhere. His ass had a suicide and you can't find the book nowhere. Nigga, the ink wasn't even dry in the damn book before they got his ass up out of here. Man, please. A week after the damn book came out, got him out the paint. You can't get that book nowhere. You can't get that book anywhere. They took that shit off all the stores all around the world. If you got it when it first came out, lucky you. Your friend has a copy. Your friend must live outside of the United States. If you got a copy of the book, you live somewhere in France. You must live way outside of the United States. Yeah, with that Sandusky thing, they get these black kids and do God knows what to them. Okay, you got it on a PDF file. Okay, that's different. Okay. Now I can believe you can probably get a PDF file somewhere of it. Yeah. Oh yeah, they took that book out. You can't get that book nowhere. Oh no, you're not supposed to spill the beans. Oh no, you're not supposed to tell on other white supremacists when they've harmed black people. No, you don't do that. Yeah. But like I was saying earlier, man, black people, we don't have groups of black people going around justifying the murders of Asian people, like they justified the murder of Akai Gurley at the hands of Peter Liang. They went out, Asian groups went all out in the streets supporting Peter Liang after he killed a black man in cold blood who was completely innocent, and the Asian community went around justifying that. There's no forgiveness. You are stupid as hell to sit up here talking about some damn criminals that don't nobody know. And these people got museums back in their home country of black people next to animals. You stupid niggas. You think I'm gonna apologize for some random crackheads doing crimes in the hood? I'm supposed to apologize? Fuck out of here. These folks got museums in Asia where they got pictures of black people comparing them to animals. Fuck out of here. Dude, y'all better shut these things down. Meaning, man, get up out these shops. The last thing you need to do is fund the people, give them funding for using the money to bury you politically. Yeah? You giving people money to bury you. Who is BG? Oh, okay, we got a wannabe white supremacist troll in here. Okay, y'all get BG out of here. He's like, you guys are savages. He's mad. And another thing, because we have to ask the question, what the hell would we attack Asian people for? We don't have it's not even practical for black people to attack Asians. On some of these little Reddit sites, they're talking about black people want to attack Asians because black people are jealous of how well Asians are doing. Family, we see how y'all live in your home countries. We're not jealous of you in your home countries. This is our home country. We're doing fine here. You do well here because we elevate you. Let's be very clear. We've seen your home countries. Some of these home countries are people are living in squalor. That's why you have to leave. And you leave and you come here because of the fighting and the efforts that we have put together. Black people have always saved Asian society when they came here, even when we went over there to their countries. Let's go back to David Fagan. When the white supremacists were over there in the Philippines and the Spanish-American War and all that stuff, going at the Philippines, American soldiers were over there shooting Filipinos left and right. They were committing genocide over there. It was black American soldiers, foundational black American soldiers like David Fagan, who defected from the U.S. Army to help start guerrilla warfare, allied with the poor Filipino Asians to stop them from being genocided. It was black folks doing that. Yeah, they're talking about we jealous. Jealous of what? Who are we jealous of? Jealous of what? Y'all over there eating bat sandwiches, man. Who are we jealous of? Who the hell are we supposed to be jealous of? A lot of us have been over there. There's nothing to be jealous about. A lot of us, I've been to many Asian countries. Some of the people are cool. Some of the people are very respectful to some tourists, but there's nothing to be jealous of. Motherfuckers out there slanging pussy and bussy and the whole nine. There's nothing to be jealous of. Yeah, don't let them start talking about how, Well, there were Asians who were down with the Black Panthers. You mean the informants? Yeah, informants don't count. Richard Aoki, yeah, your informants don't count. Nothing to be jealous of. Nothing to be jealous of whatsoever. See, y'all got this racism against us that's so unwarranted and just is really unnecessary because we ain't really checking for you like that, especially when y'all tell the women, when you go there, you stay away from black man. Stay away from black man. Okay, black man ain't really checking for you like that. Now let's keep it above. Yeah, you got some cute little Asian chicks here and there, but let's be real. Niggas ain't really checking for you like that. Niggas, really nerdy niggas be fucking with Asian chicks like that. Brothers ain't really checking for no Asian girl like that. Let's keep it a buck. Let's keep this thing a buck. Brothers, nah. Only niggas who do that are these niggas you see on 90 Day Fiance. I mean, these little game goofy niggas who be on Twitch all day and niggas playing Xbox all damn day. Little goofy, nerdy nigga nerds. No. Ain't nobody checking for a little small ass, no. No, ain't nobody really checking for that for real. Yeah? Let's be real. And the sisters ain't checking for the dudes. The only sisters checking for the dudes are these mammies who come in from the Caribbean and Africa. Those are the only ones checking for the dudes. Well, y'all not dangling the carrot of your sexuality in front of black people. Y'all don't really have anything we want. You don't have anything we want like that. I mean, really get over your goddamn selves. You don't really, sisters ain't, I got to get me an Asian zaddy. The Issa Raes and all them, they're on that stupid shit. But foundational black American women ain't on that. Y'all find these immigrant mammies on that K-pop and all that. Sisters over here for real, they ain't on that. They ain't on that for real. They're not. All your little funny style anti-black racism when we ain't really checking for you like that is real interesting. It's very interesting. But you got to be unusually fine. You got to be, you got to be one of them exotic types, with some kind of body. What's up, Ayana G? Yes, I'm back home. See, we let people talk crazy to us. See, it's not practical for us to be racist against other groups. We don't have to be. Let's be clear. We're not targeting no damn Asian people because we don't have to target you. We're foundational black Americans. We built this country. We built the culture. We are the culture of this country. We've been occupied by the white supremacists. That doesn't negate the fact that this is our land that we built. We've never ran, never will. We ain't never bounced up out of here on the land we built. This is our shit. We've been under some of the harshest, most oppressive systems on our land. So we with the business. Ain't nothing you got that we really need. We don't really need all them bundles and all. You can order that shit somewhere else. I want black folks to get off that. Where you got to go to Sally's Beauty Supply. You don't need to go up there. Order your shit from Amazon. Get it from online. Or find you some black beauty salon somewhere. And again, black folks should get into that industry. Black folks controlled that industry for a long time. Remember, the hair care industry was controlled by the Madam C.J. Walkers and the Alice Malones, and it was controlled by the Bronner brothers. It was controlled by us for a long time. Yeah, in the 70s, folks started cashing out. Yeah. They start selling their businesses and stuff. But we got to understand we all we got. Family, you don't need their businesses. You don't need to patronize them. We need to just walk past them and walk towards all of the black-owned businesses or order our stuff online. Stay up out of their shops, family. We've done enough. Like I said, unity is overrated. We need to be unified with each other because they're unified against us. Unity is overrated. We need to be unified with foundational Black Americans and amass our power. You understand? Once we get it together, then we can start talking about unifying with other groups. Let's go back to the movie that we talked about earlier, the Judas and the Black Messiah. There was a very good scene in there, some good scenes talking about Fred Hampton really hooking up with other groups. Now, he was one of the first people. The Rainbow Coalition started with him. Now, that was a gift and a curse. At the time, and again, I'm not with that Rainbow Coalition shit now because too many other groups have been incentivized by the power structure against us. But Fred Hampton, he was working with poor white people and, you know, some of the Puerto Ricans and all that stuff then. And he was actually getting through to some of the poor white people. Not a lot, but some, just a handful. And that was enough to really put him on the radar. They really had to get him out of there. Because he was talking about, hey, look, you're a poor white man. Y'all poor. You know, y'all got these Confederate flags. You know, Southern pride, whatever you want to call it. But look, you know, you still ain't got shit either. You know, y'all sitting up here, you trying to hold on to some racial pride. I mean, you ain't got nothing either. The same oppressive system is oppressing me. Yo, broke ass is right up here too. So when that message started to kind of resonate to a few white people who would kind of start supporting the Fred Hampton, they supported him. They really didn't like that because that's what they really don't want. See, they need the racial hierarchy. See, this is why they're not going to punish these race soldiers who went up in the Capitol building. See, they got to get this thing, they got to reshuffle the deck. They got to get this thing right. That's why they had to get Trump out. Even if they had to do it illegally, they had to get him out of here. You understand? Because, see, Trump really didn't put any policies out there. Not only did he not do anything policy-wise to harm foundational Black Americans, Trump really didn't do anything fucked up to African nations either. When you look at the African nations, Trump wasn't doing anything over there in Africa that was harming the people. Look, Biden is already talking about putting sanctions on Ghana and Nigeria if they don't ease up off them damn LGBT laws. If they're not more lenient with LGBT policies, they're going to put economic sanctions on some of these African countries. Trump wasn't doing no shit like that. Look at the message here. That's buck breaking 101. If y'all don't prioritize Bussy, we're going to hold back some of this money. We're going to mess your financials up if you don't bow down and prioritize non-procreative sex. You understand? Yeah, Biden is buck breaking the whole West Africa right now. Yeah? Trump wasn't doing that now. Y'all better understand the game that's happening out here. I told y'all, man, these Democrats are way worse. They're going to start prioritizing these buffer groups, and if you don't go along with it, they're going to buck break the hell out of you. Yeah, they're going to force it. We're going to mess your economy up if you don't prioritize non-procreative sex. What the hell is that? Dude. And again, they're gonna start teaching that stuff over here in schools. They're gonna be targeting our children heavy. That's buck breaking. Y'all better understand how vast this buck breaking mentality is. This buck breaking is real. Yeah? But again, they can't blame Trump for anti-Black racism now. So now, like I said, they're changing the subject. They're changing the subject now. And, you know, the bedwench game ain't what it used to be. You know, y'all sitting up here trying to preach unity and we need to kumbaya with all these other groups. We're all the same. See, that message ain't going to work now because other groups are working to secure resources for themselves. Anytime other groups hook up with us, they're looking for a way to secure resources for their group. See, they'll sit up here and promote all that zaddy worship talk, but that's a trick bag. Now look at this. Speaking of that, Holly Berry, she was in the media. She's talking about that white baby daddy of hers. She said Holly Berry just accused her ex of extortion and using her child support to fund his lifestyle. See, notice these sisters be out here dating these little nobody zaddies, these unknown zaddies, and then zaddy end up breaking your damn bank. I know Holly Berry's money is probably a little funny right now. She's not in the movies like she used to be, but now she got to pay a white boy child support for a damn child she gave birth to. You done gave birth to this child, and you got to pay this white man child support for your own child. And he's tricking it off, doing whatever he needs to do in white supremacist society or white society. And she has to fund this dude. When does that happen with black folk? When does a black man get child support from a white woman? She got finessed by Zaddy. See? They played that game on her. She got around Oprah. They're telling her, oh, you better leave the black man alone. Oh, I didn't had it up to here with the black man. I'm going to try something new. They even made a movie with Sanaa Lathan, Something New. I mean, go get you a white daddy. That was a trick bag they were putting your ass under. Y'all get with Zaddy, he'll pat your pockets. Oh, y'all want to play Zaddy game. No, you jumped out the water right into the damn frying pan with Zaddy. Now, look at Holly now. She put this up today for Valentine's. She ran and got her nigga. Never give up, never settle for less than what makes your heart sing. Happy Valentine's Day. I don't even know who, she got some random nigga. I don't know who this nigga is. She got her nigga from somewhere. Go ahead, Holly. Unfortunately, it took Zaddy breaking you to make you come back, but, welcome back, goddammit. Welcome back, Holly. Oh, Lord. Holly had to learn the hard way. Oh, she had to learn the hard way. Lord, who is her dude? I don't know who this dude is. Who is he? That's Van Hunt. Who is Van Hunt? That name sounds familiar. So she went and just got her any nigga. I don't even know who he is. Holly, Zaddy fucked her money up so bad, she's taking selfies with Flavor Flav in bed. She just found any nigga she could find. She just went all the way black. Oh, she went all the way black. She had to come right on back black. I ain't mad at you, Holly. I'm not mad at you. Speaking of that, man, there's another chick. Man. She put out this this animated short. And by the way, this is her, right? Her name is Ladiwe. I can't even pronounce her last name, but this chick right here. All right, now she's up here Valentine's with her Zaddy. She got her a Zaddy. Zaddy's holding on to her little Negro cakes. So she's up here doing a birthday shout out, not a birthday, but a Valentine's shout out with her Zaddy. So this woman, what is she? She's a screenwriter. Okay, what is it? Holly Shorts. What is this? So this woman, Lindiwe, I can't pronounce the rest of her name. Now look at this, guys. I put this on my social media. Now this Lindiwe chick, she put out a animated short. And I think she was shopping this little animated thing called Coconut Confidential. Now this Coconut Confidential thing is her talking about growing up in America. She's an anchor baby tether. I don't know what I think she's born in South Africa. Her mama's South African. But she was talking about how she grew up and how she was bullied by black people who called her a coconut. And listen to this. Just listen to this, guys. I want you. This is another play on the booty scratcher, the African booty scratcher lie that they like telling, that they were called African booty scratcher by all black people, by foundational black Americans. Listen to this.
First day of high school. That's me. No, not her. That is Melissa, our leader. The girl I publicly admired and secretly wished would get real fat and pimply. That's me, Lindy, the daughter of a South African mother and an American father that climbed up the corporate ladder to plop us smack dab in the whitest suburb in Georgia. But I was used to being around white people. I'd grown up in the burbs all my life. In the late 80s, Georgia introduced the new diversity inclusion program. They provided zero-fare bus transportation for inner-city students, black kids, and assigned them to suburban white schools to give these black kids access to a better education and to promote integration. My high school was one of those schools.
OMG, you're back!
Hey, Lindy. You two know each other?
It's my best friend from 7th grade.
You friends with this coconut? Coconut is a derogatory term for a black person, implying that, like a coconut, they're brown on the outside and white on the inside. Someone that betrays their race or culture by conforming to white culture. This delicious, hydrating, immune-supporting nut would haunt my high school days. Shamika would beat me up a total of 3 times. Are you coming with us? I wanted my best friend back. I just don't know how. Can you smell it?
Okay, guys. There's some things to unpack here. Okay, now notice she said her mama was South African, but an American dad. She didn't say a black American dad, and her name sounds, that's not a black American name, her last name. That's not a black American name. Weston Hagen, or I don't know if she's married now. She might be married. But she said her dad was American. She didn't say he was a black American. Okay, so let's be clear. I don't think this woman is FBA at all. American could mean, whatever. But she didn't say black American. But see, look at the lies that these folks like to tell. This is a play on the African booty scratcher lie that these folks, the tethers, come over and say, okay, I don't like these niggas because they called me African booty scratcher in school, which they didn't. So her thing is, she was called a coconut by black people because she was, what she's really trying to say, she was acting white, meaning she was trying to be educated. That's another lie that they tell. Well, I was getting my schoolwork done and I was educated, and Shamika beat me up because, and they called me a coconut because I was black on the outside and white on the inside. Let's pause right there. Listen to me. Foundational black Americans do not go around calling other black people no damn coconut. I've been black for a long time. I've been around foundational black Americans all over this country. I have never heard a foundational black American refer to another black person as a damn coconut. I ain't never heard that term before from a black person. We don't use that term. We'll say that nigga's an Oreo, that's a coon. Notice how her whole vibe was, she's so innocent. I got my white friends. Hey, my best friends, my black best friends. Oh my God, I'm a coconut? Oh God. No, she was probably sitting up there with them white girls talking shit about how hood radish the black girls were, which is what those mammies do, and then act innocent. Just like Cynthia Erivo. Remember, Cynthia Erivo was talking about my ghetto American accent. Oh, I got you. They make these little comments, and I done told sisters before, foundational black Americans, these mammies who come over from other countries, they can't stand you. They cannot stand foundational black Americans, but they try to leech off your struggles and accomplishments. They can't stand foundational black Americans. We don't use no damn term called, we don't say that. The closest thing might be other immigrants saying that to each other in the New York area. You got a lot of folks in New York who's actually, their family's from the Caribbean and they call each other that based on, okay, you came from Jamaica, so you a coconut nigga. You came from the exotic islands, you a coconut. Other immigrants might say that. We don't say that. We don't never say that. That's not even if we're trying to be insulting, that's not even a good insult. Foundational black Americans don't use that type of shit. We don't call people coconuts. That's not a good insult, and it's not clever, and it don't really mean anything. We're just saying you a coon. If you're doing some coon shit. Yeah, but just she getting beat up by Shamika. Okay, this is her pandering to the white audience like, hey, look at me. I'm not like those niggas, and because I'm not like them, they would beat me up like they want to beat you up too. I'm more like the white girl. See how they talk? Now, your mama's South African. They got a whole white supremacist apartheid regime still in South Africa to this day. Okay? They have a South African white supremacist regime right now over there now. It ain't no damn independent, we all kumbaya. The white people are still running that shit over there. And the black folks are still in poverty in the townships all over the place. You understand? You ain't got nothing to say about the white supremacists over there running shit, controlling and dominating people. You ain't got nothing to say about that. That's the thing that kills me. These folks got all that mouth about foundational black Americans. We the only people helping your ass. We're the only people defending your country when the white people are talking about how you live in mud huts and all that. We have been the ones defending your ass. Not the white. The white people are the ones who promote the stereotypes. Go take a look at the Reddit website. Y'all mad because black folks, we didn't stop defending you. We're like, okay, we done defended you. We done sat up here, made excuses for you. Nigga, hold your own nuts. Speak for yourself. If they talk about Africa, that's on you because we ain't from there. Truth be told, we don't live there. We're not even from Africa. We're foundational black Americans. We haven't been to Africa in half a millennium. So the countries that we were in over in Africa don't even exist no more. So modern Africa, culturally, that ain't got nothing to do with us. But we still try to defend motherfuckers. But cats, after we defend you, you come over here and start getting with white mommy and white daddy talking about, oh, this nigga called me a coconut. All right, when white mommy, white daddy turn on you, hold your own nuts then. Hold your own nuts. We're the ones helping and defending you. But when you get over here, it's all about fuck FBA and I got to find an Asian or white zaddy. The Asian people are dragging you around over there, smacking you around, taking all your resources. You ain't got no smoke for the Asians. Yeah? You don't have no smoke for them. Yeah, coconut is not a good insult. We're more witty than that. That's not a good insult. That's corny. That's a corny ass, and that's not even a good. We're very comical people. We can come up with some better shit than some damn coconut. Yeah? We don't use no goddamn coconut. We don't say no shit like that. Man. But, again, we're dealing with our own hood rats, mammies, coons. We got to deal with our own. We don't have time to deal with foreigners to come in with their bullshit. We don't have time. Again, we're still dealing with the Gorilla Glue Girl propaganda. Again, which I still don't like. That whole Gorilla Glue Girl, that whole propaganda with her, they're trying to make that a thing. With the Gorilla Glue Girl. What's interesting? They've been trying to milk that story so much. They tried to milk the hell out of it. And I've seen several stories of them trying to low-key use that to blame black men. Look at some of the narratives behind that Gorilla Glue story. It's, okay, look, the Gorilla Glue story is just a goofy-ass chick doing dumb shit for attention. That's really what it boils down to. But no, the white media, they got to get a hold of it and they have to try to rationalize Negro stupidity and try to make it a cultural thing, see? when somebody black does something stupid as hell, see, they got to drag the whole black community in it. Okay, I want y'all to understand how propaganda works. All of us are somehow complicit with it. Okay, all of us are complicit. So we've been seeing a lot of articles like this. The Gorilla Glue Saga, laid edges and the trauma of black beauty standards. Give me a knife. Here you go. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, this is a conversation it's about black beauty standards and just the issues that black women have with their hair. Stop. This is about a goofy fucking hood rat, dude. Nothing more, nothing less. Stop it. So let's look at this nonsense. So we got this fool here with her big ass lashes and blue contacts looking dumb. Okay. Let me go down with it. Hold on. Let me see. Hold on. Okay, I know that we're willing to have a headache for a day to get our hair done. While thinking back on getting my first sew-in, my friends told me you need to take an Advil or ibuprofen because, oh, stop it. Okay. So they're talking about all the pain that black women got to go through to get their hair done. And this line got me here. Hold on. For a group that deals with the pressures of racism, sexism, classism, and heterosism. Okay, they're talking about black women. Okay. Hold on. Hold on. Let me scroll up so y'all can see this, if y'all can see it. Hold on. Hold on. Okay. Okay, right here, they're trying, this is like some backhanded disses for black men. Well, black women got to deal with so much. Black women got to deal with racism, sexism from black men, classism from black men, because black men be making more money than them. Heterosexism from black men. You see? And here's another story. Hold on. There's another one. What's this? Hold on. The Gorilla Glue Girl saga is so much deeper than a viral TikTok. Okay. So they're talking about this woman around out there, Maryland. Okay, and they took a dig at Chris Brown in this story. Hold on, where's this shit? Talking about black women's standard of beauty. And right here, they took a real goofy ass swipe at Chris Brown in this. Yeah, right here. While having sleek, slick down hair that's in place can be an innocuous style that I want to have chosen for myself. It's no secret that it's a look that takes a lot more effort to achieve when you have naturally Afro-textured hair. You know, the type that has for centuries been dismissed as unattractive or something so tempting to white men, it should be covered up. See? It's dismissed as unattractive, unprofessional, or something so tempting to white men. So who finds it unattractive? Okay? Okay, who's finding it unattractive? If it's so tempting to white men, who's finding the hair unattractive? It's a standard and mindset that many black people have unconsciously internalized. Not white Zaddy. Zaddy likes it. Whether it's an aunt telling you to straighten your hair before a job to increase your chances of getting hired, or if it's Chris Brown proudly proclaiming in a song that he only likes black women, not the word he used, with nice hair. Oh, they had to find a way. You had to throw the brothers under the bus. They had to work their way into flipping this. You had to find an angle to throw brothers under the bus with this. Chris Brown ain't got shit to do with this. Lord, this is the liberal media and their Negro minions. This is the liberal media. Excuse me. This is how they get down. Man. And I can almost guarantee these were some tethers who wrote these articles. I can almost guarantee it. Yeah, we love your damn hair. That's bedwench talk she was doing. Afro textured hair that's been so tempting to white men, but all those niggas like Chris Brown, those niggas hate it. That's a bedwench talking. That's bedwench talk. Let me find out this woman who wrote this article. Hold on. Let me look. Her name is Jihan Forbes. Let me look something up on her right now. Hold on. Let me see if I can find something on her right now. I never heard of her. Hold on. Forbes. Okay, because that's bedwench talk. That's zaddy worshiping talk. Okay, let me see her Instagram. Okay, it's nigga. Okay, nigga. I went to her Instagram. Look, this is her Instagram. Okay, I went to her Instagram. Okay, this is her Instagram. Oh, family, some of this stuff is so predictable. Look, this is her Instagram. We see foreign flags, a Jamaican flag, and ain't that a Trinidadian flag already? A digital editor for Allure. I already knew it. Okay, so she's a non-FBA tether. I already knew that. She's an anchor baby. She ain't even an anchor baby. She's a non-FBA tether. She's from the Caribbean. I already knew that. Projecting that bullshit onto us, I can already tell. I can already tell. There it is. There it is, right there. These folks are very predictable at this point, guys. These folks are so damn predictable at this point, it's not even funny no more. Hold on, let me see something else. Hold on, let me see something else. Okay, city girl by birth, island girl by heart. I'm looking at her social media. Hold on, she's on Twitter. Let me see something. Hold on. I'm looking at her social, I'm looking at her Twitter right now. Her Twitter ain't private though. Okay, hold on. Okay, oh yeah. Okay, here we go. Okay, already on her social media. Okay, hold on one second. I'm looking at her social media. Okay, family. I'm looking at her social media. Let me pull it up here. Already, we could call. Okay, I done went to her Twitter. Okay, this is her Twitter. Okay, hold on one second. This is her Twitter, the woman who wrote that article. Okay, this is her Twitter. Hold on. Let's go down and let's look at some of what she's saying. Hold on. Already with that article, you can hear little things and already tell. Okay. If y'all could see the booty on this white boy in salmon shorts, ooh wee. This is very my speed of white boy. But he needs to season that chicken. Okay. These new delicate bone white boys y'all be drooling over, I don't get it. Give me a rugged Caucasian man in Hanes white tee. So she's bedwenching left and right. With strong arms and chest. So she's begging for white men on, oh God. Okay, you could spot this stuff a mile away. Okay. Already, you could tell already you can tell. You can hear certain words. You can pick up on certain things. Wait a minute. Whoa. Okay. Uh-oh. Look. President Zaddy. As a white man put a picture of himself. Oh, hey, Zaddy. Oh. Okay. All right. Okay. It's so predictable. When you see, wait. when you saw her talking about how textured hair, it's attractive to white men, but just randomly throwing Chris Brown, those are bedwench code words. You better learn how to pick up the bedwench code words. Yeah, that's a zaddy addiction. Yeah, 50 Shades of Bedwenching. Yeah. Yeah, she's drooling over random white men. Yeah, she literally said zaddy. That's where we get it from. They literally, when a white man pop up, it's zaddy. Ooh, look at zaddy. You can tell, guys. You can tell. Let me tell you, you know how you can tell? They won't actually criticize white men. When they start talking about standards of beauty, they just, well, the standards of beauty for black women, it's been denigrated. By who? You'll never say who. It's really white men, but if you don't say that, okay, who are you putting it on? But white men find it so seductive. Seductive? That's slave play talk. That's what these heifers who are into slave play, no, Zaddy finds that shit exotic like a pet. That's these chicks who get into slave play where white Zaddy likes the feel of your afro kitchen on the back of his legs when you gobbling him up. He likes the way that feels because it feels dirty and exotic to him. But you say, oh, it's seductive to Zaddy. Stop. He's fucking you like an exotic pet. But you have to manipulate your mind into believing that it's something different. It's something exotic. No, it's Chris Brown. That's the one that's real. That's the one that's the problem. It's Chris Brown. Stop. That random dig at Chris Brown. Remember code words. Chris Brown means black men. See, she's trying to not sound like a bedwench. Chris Brown is a stand-in for black men. When they bring up a random black person who has zero to do with the story, Chris Brown ain't got a damn thing to do with that story. But they'll use a black man as a stand-in for all black men. You got to understand bedwench code words. Yeah, but wait, what? Chris Brown? No. I smell jollof, curry chicken, and mayonnaise. I smell zaddy juice. That's slave play talk. That's a problem. See, this is why folks like this cannot represent us and talk for us. That's why I say these folks cannot represent foundational black Americans. They cannot talk for us. You dig? Boy, we in here heavy. Y'all hit that like button. Everybody hit that thumbs up button. Hit that like button, hit that thumbs up button. But listen, you know, they're about to bring in all types of agendas. They're about to start calling us all types of phobic this and Asian phobic and that, homophobic, all this stuff they're about to start promoting on us. And we're not. Black people, we're the most tolerant people ever. But don't y'all fall for the okie doke. You understand? Don't you fall for the damn okie doke. And don't let nobody force you to do anything that you don't want to do, especially all our brothers and sisters in Africa. I understand they're trying to buck break y'all over there. Y'all stand strong on that. You dig? Black folks, we respect people's lifestyles and cultures. We respect that. But we are not going to be buck broken. We're not going to, see, there's one thing to respect something, then people try to get us to participate in some shit so that they can try to buck break us. Because when you start threatening to punish people if they don't conform to a sexual lifestyle, now we get back into slavery. That's some slave shit right there. You dig? But we got to understand as foundational black Americans right now, we all we got. You like my back scratcher? Yes. We all we got, man. But again, shout out to everybody in Hawaii. There's a lot of black people in Hawaii. I ran into a lot of black people out there in Hawaii, man. A lot of black folks are moving out there. Hawaii is very lovely. You see, I got my nice exotic chocolate Hawaiian tan. I got my hair braided in Hawaii. Now see that? I got me some Hawaiian, my hair braided in Hawaii, speaking of the island. I was out there for a couple of weeks, had a ball, didn't want to leave, but I had to come on back. I got a big supporter group out there. A lot of folks support the work that I do out there in Hawaii. Much respect to them. Yes, we all we got. Yes, indeed. Yeah, coconut and Oreo, two different things. Yeah. Yeah, we made it back safe. We made it back safe. We got back last night. And we had a great time out there, man. Hawaii's lovely. I'll be glad when, they get a lot of those. We need some more of those local restaurants. See, in Hawaii, you got to go to the North Shore to hit up them food trucks to get really good food like you used to. That's what I don't like. A lot of the real good food joints are kind of shut down. You notice my tan? Yes. I was out there soaking that sun up. And, being out there in the sun and in the water, your braids start looking raggedy. I'm trying to rock my braids, but after a while, some of that salt water and that sun, my braids start looking, it looked like Shamar Moore's wig in the Tyler Perry movie. My braids was looking kind of dusty. So I had to get my braids done out there. And, it's hard to find a good braider. So I'm looking around. I was looking around on Instagram to see who braided hair out there. There was a couple of sisters out there I was trying to get to braid my hair. Now, this was Super Bowl weekend, so a lot of folks were busy. But I'm like, well, shit, I can't be running around here with my hair looking like Wolverine. I got to do something. I got to get my hair right. Yeah, I got to get something right. So I'm looking around on Instagram for different people. There was a couple of sisters that I saw who did braids. Only a handful of people really do braids, you know what I'm saying, who can really get down. So there was this one Polynesian chick who said she does braids and does them in the style like black hair, who can do black hair. But a lot of Hawaiians, truth be told, a lot of them don't have, you got some of the Hawaiians with the long little silky Hawaiian hair, but a lot of them, got them froze. A lot of Polynesians have froze and shit. So you got some who can get busy. So there was one sister, one Polynesian chick who could do braids. I saw like some Samoan dudes all on her Instagram page where she's doing some real tight fucking braids. I'm like, oh shit, let me see if this person's available. It's Kim something. I forgot what her name on Instagram was, but I sent messages and stuff, and she was like, yeah, come down to the beauty school where she does hair. No, Peanut doesn't braid hair. So yeah, I finally found somebody who could fit me in. That's one thing, because there's only a handful of people who can do it. It was two sisters, some black women. They were hella booked up, so they couldn't do it. So there's one Polynesian woman, and on her page, I'm assuming she's Polynesian. I knew she was Polynesian because there was a bunch of Samoans and Hawaiians and stuff on the page, but she didn't really have pictures of herself on the page. So I go down to the place to get my hair done on Monday. I go there to the beauty school, ask for Kimmy, and Kimmy showed up. Kimmy was what was called a mahu. Kimmy was what's called a mahu in Polynesian culture. Do y'all know what a mahu is? In some parts of Polynesian culture, they call them fafafinas. But a mahu is basically a Polynesian transgender person. And that's common in that area. In Polynesia, it's common for these mahus, that transgender, that's a common thing. No, it was a Samoan mahu. So that's kind of a thing out there. Okay? It's a trans person. It's a transgender person. Yeah, they raise boys as women, okay? That's very common in Polynesian culture. Okay? Yeah. Yes. So, but here's the problem. This motherfucker looked like The Rock with a Celine Dion wig on. It was a really buff fucking mahu. And I'm not saying this to be disrespectful. I'm just telling you what I experienced. This was a big fucking dude woman. I will say woman out of respect to him, her. But this was a big motherfucker. This motherfucker was my size, tall as me, with a wig on and a mask. Are you Tariq? Yeah, I'm Kimmy. Oh, that's why you didn't have any pictures on your website. Okay. All right. All right, I'm just getting my hair braided. I'm not tripping. All right. If you can braid hair, fuck it. All right, let's get busy. We're in the shop. There's a lot of folks in the shop. This was I'm going to respect if you want to be identified as a woman, I'll respect your shit. But damn, you got to sell it to me right, though. I'm not, you're kind of husky. Okay. So, he started braiding my hair. And this is a big person. This woman is big. And I didn't get catfished. I got hairfished. But I'm not tripping. I'm not there for a fucking date. I'm just trying to get my hair done. I'm just trying to get my shit braided. So, but she gets my hair and starts brushing it back and blow drying it. This motherfucker is strong. This motherfucker is very heavy-handed. I'm like, shit. And he's doing the braids right now. Doing the braids hella tight. This motherfucker is really, my eyes are going back like this when I first got the braids, man. I had to put some oil on these shits to loosen them up. She was braiding my shit and my eyes were going back. They was doing it so tight. Like, are you tender-headed? I am now, motherfucker. Damn. You real strong. And he's doing my braids tight as hell. But he did a good job. She did a good job. She did a good job. He was braiding my hair. And one thing I noticed, and he did, and she, I keep wanting to say he because I'm just not, she's doing my hair. And this is the thing. It was talking like a woman, and I'm okay, she's talking like a woman, but she was corresponding with other people in the shop. They were just kind of talking and chopping it up. I swear to goodness, dude. Every time she would talk like a woman, but she would laugh like a dude. I'm not saying this to disrespect. I'm just telling you my experience. She would laugh like a dude, and it would sound like Herman Munster. Y'all remember the show The Munsters? Y'all remember Herman Munster from The Munsters? She would laugh like a dude. She would talk like a girl, but start laughing like a dude. Because you can't really fake your laugh. You can't, if you're laughing for real, you're going to laugh how you're supposed to laugh. So family, I'm getting there, getting my hair, they braided my hair and they were gossiping. So yeah, I went to the store. I can't wait till these clubs open up. So you going to the club? You ain't about to go to the club. I sure am. I'm like, whoa. I'm looking at her. Are you okay? Yeah. Oh, okay. And he kept doing that. That shit, it just kind of made me a little nervous because it just came out of nowhere. I'm so hungry. I wish some of these stores open up. Whoa. What time tomorrow close? I'm gonna have to get me a swimsuit because I'm about to go swimming. I don't know about y'all bitches. I swear, I'm not making this shit up, dude. I'm not being facetious. I'm telling you what happened, dude. This is no disrespect here, dude. I'm just telling you what happened. That motherfucker had a hearty damn laugh. And it was, all right. I'm just, and there was, I'd be glad when Justin Bieber have a concert here. You better believe it. All right, okay. Whoa. All righty. Dude, that's no disrespect. I'm not even just saying, hey, She did a great job. She did a great job on my hair. Real cool people. She is a real cool person, man. No, it was shit. Nigga. All right. All right. Well, that's what you do. That's what you do. Anyway, man, that's it. Let me get up out of here. That's been today's episode of Tariq Radio, all up in here. Anyway, y'all, man, go to hiddencolorsfilm.com. Get Hidden Colors 1 through 5 in the movie 1804. Go to ogunjuice.com. Get the Ogun Juice pepper spray, all that good stuff. Also, speaking of peanut, y'all remember the broadcast I was doing the other day? Oh, Lord. When I don't know what I was talking about. I was talking about some chick I used to mess with. I don't know why that came up. And my wife is like Candyman. The minute I say something about another chick, her ass just pop up out of thin air. And boy, I had to kind of change the subject, but then her ass went back and heard the broadcast. So then I had to hear her goddamn mouth. So shame on y'all for getting my ass in trouble. Y'all got me in good trouble talking to y'all ass about that type of shit. Then I had to hear my wife mouth. So what bitch were you talking about? Who's this bitch? You know, when I'm not around, who's all these bitches you be talking about? What was that? Finish your story. What happened? Well, I don't remember. I don't remember what I was saying, man. I don't even know. You were about to say something about this bitch. You finished the story. I want to know. I don't know. I don't know. That was something that they were talking about. I'm blaming y'all ass. Somebody had said, I was dry snitching on some of y'all. It was D. Tupman had said something. I forgot. It was something that D. Tupman had said. And I'm just snitching on y'all. Yeah, it was Michael Wharton. He's a moderator in the room, and he had said something. I was repeating what they had. No, it wasn't me. I was reading what they were saying. They were saying something, and I was reading it. Lord. My goodness. Y'all was going to get me in good trouble. Lord. Anyway. Really, do I know you? Who are these bitches? Do I really know? Who are you? Oh, God, I gotta hear this shit. Oh, God, I gotta hear this shit. Lord, I don't want to hear this. The eyes got to bucking a little bit. Huh? I heard it. What? Heard what? From what show? I heard your podcast. When you're on YouTube. YouTube? What YouTube page was it? You know how niggas be stalling. What YouTube channel was it? Because my computer be acting up. Oh, God. Lord, I hit my wife's goddamn mouth. Damn. I gotta explain who motherfuckers were. How come she would want me to tell about? How come you never told me about this girl? What's her name? I don't remember. God, I don't remember. What's her Instagram? I don't know. You said she followed you. D. Tupman had said something like that, and I was reading what they were saying in the chat room. They had said something about we're gonna follow you. That's what I meant when I don't remember, baby. I don't know. But what we gonna eat? Because I'm hungry right now. It's late and I'm very hungry in Hawaii. Nigga change the subject. I don't want to hear this shit. Lord. I don't want my wife to go get the hairdresser and they come back and try to jump me. Is this him? I beat his ass. I'm gonna get jumped by Baby D and shit. Lord. Anywho, let me get out of here, y'all. I'm out of here, man. I'm going to holler at y'all guys on Wednesday's broadcast, man. Y'all have a good night, man. Peace. All right.